Started to learn more and more about what it took to do space missions, but I came to the conclusion that the reason why we weren't making more advancements in space was not that there wasn't enough public will. I think that there's actually plenty of public will for space exploration, particularly in the United States, which is a nation of explorers. So we got to figure out a way to do it that's affordable and workable and reliable, that's why I started SpaceX, is really to try to make a huge difference, at least an order of magnitude or more difference in the cost of space transportation. But I think people can choose to be not ordinary. You know, they can choose to not necessarily conform to the conventions that were taught to them by their parents. So yes, I think it's possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. Well, I think it's really a mindset. You have to decide, we're going to try to do things differently. You try this idea, that idea. Well, a large number of them are not going to work. And that has to be okay. If every time somebody comes up with an idea that has to be successful, you're not going to get people coming up with ideas. Not be afraid to innovate, but also don't delude yourself into thinking something's working when it's not. Or you're going to get fixated on a bad solution. Yeah, and I think also just don't be afraid of new arenas. You know, you can get a book, you can learn something, and experiment with your hands, and just make it happen. Find a way or make a way to get something done. You know, when something was in the way, he just found a way around it. He just got it done.
People who've been in the rocketry business for decades, who say about you that you don't know what you don't know.
Well, I suppose that's true of anyone. How can anyone know what they don't know?
You know, there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight and the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that, because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult.
Did you expect them to cheer you on?
So they're hoping they would.
What are you trying to prove to them?
What I'm trying to do is to make a significant difference in spaceflight and help make spaceflight accessible to almost anyone. And I would hope for as much support in that direction as we can receive.